Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to an episode of CS News. As always, time marks for every story are down below for all of you. We now have our third temporary member joining OpTic in the last 3 months, guys. This time it will be JasonR, the former Splice member, and he will be their temporary stand-in player as well as their IGL announced by Tarek and OpTic just yesterday, guys. So OpTic now has their new temporary fifth member, and Freakazoid's time with the team was apparently very temporary as he only stood in for a few matches over there. So Freakazoid is now gone, and their new IGL will be JasonR, the former Splice member. Obviously, no matter who they were going to choose, guys, it was going to be probably a downgraded member. So a lot of people were worried about him being a former Splice member, Splice doing just about nothing success-wise with him there, or even with him not being there. So OpTic has announced their new fifth member and their new IGL for the time being, and we'll see how well JasonR does. Now, other roster changes, guys, not too many roster changes out there as of right now. We confirmed, though, 2 days ago, there was actually a confirmation of an interest in Mouse Sports through Styko. Styko returning to Mouse Sports. There was an interest there for the Mouse Sports organization. They were in talks, but HellRaisers apparently came back with a counteroffer, and Styko will be staying with the HR roster for the time being, as he liked their offer a little bit more than the Mouse Sports offer, which means, yes, Spitty will be surviving for the time being and staying on that Mouse Sports roster. So Styko will be staying with HellRaisers. And the more important story about today, guys, will be the OPSkins scamming. Does OPSkins scam? The overall answer I have for all of you is most likely not. Now, Navi Guardian did tweet out this just yesterday. Apparently, one of his friends, Dev1, who's also a Twitch streamer, I'll link his Twitch down below for all of you if you guys want to try and help him out and support him. Apparently, he was hacked by OPSkins according to Guardian just last night, but if you guys look into it more, it was not OPSkins. It turns out his email was hacked, for the same email he uses for his OPSkins account, and he was scammed out of $5,000. Now, the only problem with OPSkins, now hopefully OPSkins support can actually help him out, see that his account was hacked, or at least it was compromised by someone else out of his country or out of his area, and see that suspicious and maybe get his money back. So best of luck, OPSkins support. Hopefully get this guy's $5,000 back. But as of right now, the only problem with OPSkins is if you actually have access to someone's email, even if they have two-factor authentication, if you somehow get past that, you can request a 1-hour withdrawal, which means if you have a couple $1,000s on an OPSkins account, someone gets access to that, they can really take only 1 hour and all your money will be gone. Now, there's also a standard cash out option, but imagine if you're a scammer, you're probably trying to get out as fast as possible and you're willing to pay that fee to get that money out as fast as possible. So really, unless you're checking your OPSkins account every single hour, there's always a chance to get scammed, and that's why I personally don't keep any money on there. But yeah, unfortunately enough, I'll show you guys some clips from his Twitch. Now, apparently his email did get hacked and compromised. Another kind of weird system as well is their actual two-factor authentication system, where if you know you're hacked, you can actually lock yourself out of your OPSkins account and then contact support to help you out. Now, unfortunately enough, this guy did this after he actually got an email saying he had been hacked. He locked himself out, and then when he was trying to go out and get support, he was locked out of his account. So kind of a backfire system there. At this point in time, we don't know the full details, but this guy was scammed out of $5,000. It was not an OPSkins scam, though. It was someone who had hacked his email. Now, further information for all of you in the future who uses OPSkins, because obviously OPSkins is the best place to trade your skins. I use them myself, and it's the best place to cash out at this point in time. When you do a support ticket on OPSkins, please be very careful. I've done this in the past. I didn't record it, but I actually listed a support ticket for OPSkins, and a ton of scammers can reply to those report tickets, and they can get you to add them on Skype or through email, and what they'll do is they'll try and redirect you. And in this particular instance for me was I actually wanted to have a partnership with OPSkins. I had a bunch of people reply to that. The first one, though, I actually fell for. I added this guy on Skype. He redirected me to a fake OPSkins page where he tried to get me to log in. So please be careful with the support ticket system on OPSkins. A little bit broken, and the fact that anyone can reply to you, anyone can email you back. So please be careful, guys. OPSkins is not scam, but it can be hacked quite easily. Now, here's clips from this guy, and again, I'll link his Twitter and Twitch down below for all of you guys if you want to try and help him out.
They keep telling me I need to change email and turn on the authentication, but you are doing it through account. When I try to go to account, it will say I'm banned. It's my ban. I locked down myself this account when I found out by email that someone hacked to my account and changed email.
And big surprise, another Danish organization, this time though with a Swedish Academy lineup. That will be Cadian's organization, Team Rogue. They now have announced the newest Academy team on the scene for CSGO. Yet another one for the Swedish team. This will be a Swedish majority Academy team under the Danish organization Rogue. I'll show the players on screen for all of you guys as they announced this roster just yesterday. So it's really cool to see all these European teams actually announcing Academy teams, and I'm still so shocked, and to this day, why we have no North American Academy teams, or very, very few of them, yet we have so many Danish and so many Norwegian and Scandinavian academy teams, they make it seem like it's so easy. I mean, even Korean and the Asian scene are doing academy teams, yet North America has yet to announce any. So I still think in the future they're yet to come. I'm not really sure why North America has no academy teams as of right now, but Cadian's organization Rogue has just announced theirs, so best of luck to them in the future. We'll see how they compare to other academy teams. And then some pretty important news for all of you guys who care about ECS. Season 3 finals will be coming up sometime soon, but we still have our North American and European qualifiers, which we have finalized both our North American and European teams for. First off, I'll show you guys all of our North American teams. No big surprises here, except for B's Money Crew, who actually 3-0'd Complexity. A closer series than it looks out to be. They 3-0'd them in a best of 5, but 2 of those maps did go to overtime. But yes, B's Money Crew and their first big qualifier of all time for that organization. Best of luck to them. They will probably be a fan favorite over there. Now for our European teams, I'll show you guys them on screen as well. Yet again, no really big surprises except for North will not be there. They got 3-1 by Fnatic. Of course, those are 2 very good teams though compared to the North American qualifiers where you kind of had an upset there. So Fnatic did 3-1 North, as well as Virtus Pro just barely edged out Space Soldiers. Now why I say barely edged out and they kind of escaped them there is, again, they 3-1 them, but a very close series and a very eluding series in that scoreline. It was actually super close, and at one point in time it was tied 1-1 even after Space Soldiers barely lost in overtime on Virtus Pro's map pick of Train. They actually won their map choice, and then it actually did go to overtime on the third map, and then on the final map where they actually ended the series, it did go 16-13, and that was on Mirage. So unfortunately enough, Space Soldiers did show a really good kick, and although after 5 hours they actually had 3 very close maps, after 5 hours they were sent home packing. So that's a very exhausting thing to actually go through and then actually have to lose that series 3-1. It was very close though, just so all of you guys know, and those will be our final ECS qualifying teams, and sometime soon we'll actually have our final teams picked out, which should be fun to see. And sadly enough, I know it's a really short episode of CS News. It's all I really have for you guys today, but really importantly, guys, I will be giving away a knife tomorrow on my Twitter, and many of you guys know I had a lot of speeches, a lot of exams this week. I do finish those tomorrow, so I'm actually been saving up some great stories and actually working on some great things involving a lot of cheating in CSGO for Thursday's episode. For a little protocol and a little going forward for all of you, I will be having an IRL knife opening, or knife unboxing for tomorrow's video, Wednesday. That's my last day of speeches and exams. It's going to be a busy day for me, so that's why tomorrow I'll be unboxing IRL CSGO knives. With that video, there will be a knife giveaway on my Twitter down below, so make sure to check that video out, guys, for a keyword on that. So there will be a knife giveaway and knife video tomorrow, and then Thursday, guys, I'll be back full-time with CSGO News with some great stories for all of you, and my hint for all of you for Thursday's video will be cheating in CSGO has become more prevalent, as well as some great other episodes, other stories for CSGO News. So stay tuned for all of that. Thank you for all the great support this week on my gambling video with Pat. I loved that video. That was such a fun video to make, as well as other CSGO News videos. So hope you guys all enjoy. As always, I will see you all next time. In the next few coming days, I will finally be done with the hardest schoolwork for a few more weeks. So as always, live, love, laugh, laugh, and ride like you all. See you guys next time. Remember, I like you.